Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about No Man's Sky. This is a game that came out in 2016 and it's almost unrecognizable from when it originally came out. They've had tons of updates, so I'm just going to do a review and if it's worth purchasing or playing in 2023. Personally, I've always had a soft spot for space exploration games, and this game is just every space nerd's fantasy. You can literally get your own freighters, you can build your own ships, and explore different planets. It's everything you'd want from a galactic survival type game. Now we're going to just talk about the different updates that's happened for No Man's Sky, because this game has changed a lot. Like I said, it's completely unrecognizable. It all started off with the Foundation update. This is an update that added base building, which was huge. It really should have been added when the game came out, in my opinion, but it really was a huge improvement, and you're being able to build a base. However, when this first came out in November 2016, you couldn't build a base anywhere. There were set places where you can build bases, which is obviously changed now. And then you got the Pathfinder update, which added like vehicles and exocraft. Included permadeath mode, which is awesome. I'm always using that. And then you got the Atlas Rises update, which overhauled the storyline, included portals and other procedural missions. And then you have No Man's Sky Next, which is one of my favorite updates because they included a third-person camera, they expanded on character creation, and they added freighters, which is awesome. And I love this feature. There's something about summoning your freighter which just gives you this feeling, and it just gets me every time. Another thing we really need to recognize Hello Games and No Man's Sky for is the amount of updates and care they've put into this game. So as you know, this game kind of released in a underwhelming state, and they've released these updates to kind of address that, and boy have they addressed it. These updates have overhauled the game to it's almost unrecognizable, and any other company could have slapped a $20 price tag on that, but no, these are all free updates. And you think after freighters they were done, but no, they also included a full multiplayer mode. This was the most demanded feature and they added it there. Now the next update wasn't as significant, but still great nonetheless. This was the Abyss update, and I don't know if any of you have ever played this game back in the day, but if you'd go underwater, it would just be a barren wasteland with nothing to do. They completely changed that. They overhauled the whole ocean and water environments, and they made improvements from flora and fauna and just visuals in general. They also added underwater bases and submarines. Now after the Abyss update, they added the Visions update. Now this was where they significantly increased the amount of biomes, they added new creature types, and it added effects such as rainbows. So they added a lot more life to each planet. Now the next few updates were a bit smaller, like the Beyond update. They added virtual reality support. I didn't personally play it on VR, but I can imagine that's quite the experience. They also added the Space Anomaly Nexus, so they added some new missions, and they added pretty much a new hub. Alright, and then you got the Synthesis update. This one made it so you can upgrade and salvage your starships, and they also overhauled the terrain manipulation system. And then you got a Living Ship update, which, it added a living ship, and it added space encounters and where you'd come across different objects and strange life forms. And then you can also encounter other NPCs in space which might need help or want to trade. And after this is when they introduced the Exomech Minotaur, and then crossplay, which was huge. It's a highly demanded feature. The Desolation update pretty much added more freighter customization and desolate freighters. So these are empty freighters, they're a bit creepy, so that was cool. You got the Origins update, which overhauled the game UI, and they added new hazards and biomes, and they also added giant sandworms. I haven't seen one myself though. They must be pretty rare. Then there's the Next Generation update. This one pretty much added save transfers and 32-player online sessions. And then you got the Companions update, where you could tame and keep pets and breed different creatures, so that was great. The Prisms update gave it pretty much a visual overhaul, and they added flying companions. And then the Expeditions update just gave you timed events that you had to follow a path of various missions, and then you'd reach milestones and get different rewards and items. Now Frontiers was another bigger update where they introduced planetary settlements in the game. You can solve problems, decide functions, expand the buildings, and defend the settlements from sentinel attacks. And on top of this, they added once again another base building overhaul, adding hundreds of new building parts, and the menu for construction has changed as well during this time. And the Sentinel update, which pretty much increased the different types of Sentinels you would encounter. And then they had the outlaw galaxies introduced, where you would go to a galaxy that has an outlaw station where you'd have outlaw missions and you can get, you know, black market goods. And I think they also introduced squadrons in this one. You can recruit other NPCs into your squad and they would fly with you and assist you in combat, so that was really cool. There was the endurance update, which pretty much focused on overhauling the freighters. And alright, so last and certainly not least is the waypoint update. Now the waypoint update was huge because it added custom game modes. You could actually tweak the difficulty, you could tweak the survival elements. You definitely can customize everything, and this made it so every player can experience exactly what they want rather than, you know, having a set game mode. And this update's great for many, I'm sure, but for me personally, I don't like the way they took out the reward for the grind, right? Because, you know, for example, I would spend hours doing galactic trading, so I would buy for low, sell for high at different markets, and this would take a lot of time. This new custom game mode kind of took away the need for the money, and you could pretty much get everything for free. So, but don't get me wrong, I can see how this can you know, attract more casual gamers, and this also lets you a lot of different customization of how you want to play the game. For me personally, knowing that I could get everything for free, I just didn't feel as motivated to grind and spend all that time getting those credits. But then again, that's just me, and I'm not going to hold it against this game at all. Yeah, and during this update is when they added the game on Switch. Another awesome feature from the Waypoint update was the deployable rocket, which allows you to sell goods from the surface of the planet without having to go to the space station. And I can't stop thinking about how much value these updates bring and how much other companies would charge for these updates. So like I said, once again, we got to give Hello Games credit for this. They definitely redeemed themselves through these updates. When it comes to a base building, crafting, and space exploration type game, nothing comes close to No Man's Sky. This game is one of a kind. You'll continuously find yourself going back to this game, and I've lost whole days playing this. Like, time goes flying. It's just, there's something about this game that is just calming. It's almost and it puts you in a trance because there's just so much to this game. Whether you want to build, whether you want to explore, get into space battles, interact with players and multiplayer, there's just so much to this game that it's hard to outline in one single review. I keep telling myself when I play, just one more galaxy, and you'll find yourself in this endless loop of crafting and battling, just continuously enhancing your ship, enhancing your multi-tool, and the options are just endless because this game is endless. It contains 18 quintillion planets. So there's no way in your life you will see every planet of No Man's Sky. It's just an endless universe to explore, build, and craft, and continuously upgrade your character. Like I said, if you're looking for a game to kind of lose yourself in, this is it. I think a missed opportunity is the storyline, but I hate to give games excuses, but I don't think this is a storyline driven game. It's more of a builders type game. So I think along the lines more of a Minecraft, so I can't really hold that against the game itself. In terms of combat, this game is actually really good. You're gonna have a lot of fun with the pirate battles, and it's really intense when you got tons of sentinels tracing you. And if you don't know, sentinels are almost like the police in this game. So if you're on a planet that has highly aggressive sentinels and you're trying to farm protected resource, they're gonna hop on you and start attacking you. The sound in this game does a very good job immersing you with your surroundings. Like, for example, like you could be in your ship and there's a huge a firestorm going on outside and you'll hear it, or you'll be waiting at a space station just hearing the different ships come in, and it just delivers so much in terms of atmosphere. The audio in this game is really top notch and you really can't do better than this. I have to say, the sense of exploration in No Man's Sky is just unmatchable. You're always looking for that better planet. You know, you're always looking for that paradise planet with all the resources and the best spot to build your base. You're just continually growing in this game. There's just something about No Man's Sky that just is everything I guess a space nerd would want in a game. You have an open galaxy, you have all endless amount of planets to explore. Each planet's quite unique, so you're not really going to run into the same thing over and over again. Just the idea that you can go anywhere you want, everywhere you look, you can go there, and that freedom, it's exceptional. And it just makes it that much better. And the systems in this game just keep you grinding. You know, you're going to want to go to different galaxies to get certain resources. You want to continue enhancing your ship, everything. This game will keep pushing you to play, and there's very few games that have this kind of replay value, or endless replay value, if you will. If you haven't tried No Man's Sky in 2023, I can't recommend it enough. I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10. Probably my favorite base building exploration type game. Definitely worth a try. Alright, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you like this style review, please consider checking out my channel and subscribing. We'll see you on the next one.